Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel where we help you master your money and build the financial future you deserve. Today, we're diving into a concept that sparked countless debates in the personal finance world, yet holds a fundamental truth that could absolutely transform your financial life. What if I told you that your daily habits, those seemingly insignificant small purchases, are secretly draining your wealth and keeping you from reaching your biggest financial goals? We're talking about the infamous latte factor. Now, before you roll your eyes or dismiss it as another piece of advice telling you to stop enjoying your life, hear me out. This isn't about deprivation or guilt tripping you over a cup of coffee. It's about something far more powerful: awareness, intentionality, and unlocking the incredible potential of your money through conscious choices. The term latte factor was coined by financial author David Bach in his book, The Automatic Millionaire. Bach's premise is simple yet profound. Small, seemingly insignificant daily expenses, like that morning latte, a snack from the vending machine, or even unused subscriptions, can add up to enormous sums of money over time, money that could otherwise be invested and compounded into substantial wealth. It's an easy concept to grasp, but often a difficult one to truly internalize and act upon. Many people hear it and think, it's just $5, what difference can that make? But that's precisely where the magic, or rather the danger, lies. Think about it this way: $5 a day doesn't sound like much. That's $35 a week, $150 a month. And over a year, that's $1,800. Now, what if you took that $1,800 and invested it every single year for 30 years, earning a modest 8% annual return? That $5 a day habit, when redirected, could grow into over $200,000. Yes, you heard that right. $200,000, all from a daily $5 choice. This isn't some abstract financial theory. It's the raw power of compound interest working against you or for you, depending on your choices. Of course, the latte factor has its critics. Some argue it's too simplistic, blaming individuals for systemic financial issues, or that it promotes a mindset of deprivation. They say people aren't poor because they buy coffee. They're poor because wages are stagnant or costs of living are too high. And there's validity to some of those points. It's true that a simple latte isn't the sole cause of anyone's financial struggles. And for someone truly struggling to make ends meet, cutting out a $5 comfort might feel like a cruel joke when they're worried about rent or groceries. However, to dismiss the latte factor entirely is to miss its most crucial lesson. It's not just asterisk about coffee. The latte is a metaphor. It represents any small, habitual, often unconscious expense that doesn't align with your deepest financial goals. It's about recognizing the opportunity cost of every dollar you spend. Every time you spend $1, you're not just buying an item or a service. You're also choosing asterisk, not asterisk, to use that dollar for something else, something potentially more impactful for your future. The real power of the latte factor isn't in telling you what you asterisk can't asterisk have, but in empowering you to choose what you can asterisk have. It's about shifting from unconscious spending to conscious spending. It's about asking yourself, is this small purchase bringing me genuine joy or value, or is it just a habit? And if it's just a habit, what could that money do for me instead? Could it pay down high-interest debt, fund an emergency savings account, or contribute to a down payment on a house, or even early retirement? So, how do you identify your own latte factors? This is where the actionable advice truly begins. The first step is awareness, and the best way to gain awareness is to track your spending. You can't change what you don't measure. For 1 month, commit to tracking every single dollar you spend. Use an app like Mint, YNAB, or Personal Capital, or a simple spreadsheet, or even just a notebook and pen. Categorize your expenses. You'll be amazed at what you uncover. Look for patterns. Are there daily trips to the convenience store for a drink and a snack? Weekly takeout meals that cost more than cooking at home? multiple streaming subscriptions you barely use, that gym membership you signed up for with good intentions but rarely attend. These are all potential latte factors. They're not necessarily bad in themselves, but they become problematic if they're not aligned with your financial priorities or if they're simply forgotten expenses that drain your bank account silently. Another powerful way to identify your latte factors is to perform a joy audit. For each of those small, habitual expenses, ask yourself, does this purchase truly bring me joy or significant value? Sometimes, that daily coffee ritual is a moment of peace, a small luxury that makes your day better, and that's okay. But often, we buy things out of habit, convenience, or even boredom, and they don't actually enhance our lives in any meaningful way. If you're spending money on something that doesn't bring you joy or move you closer to your goals, that's a prime candidate for reallocation. Once you've identified your personal latte factors, the next crucial step is reallocation. This isn't about simply cutting expenses and letting the extra money sit in your checking account, where it's likely to be spent on something else equally unfulfilling. This is about being intentional. You need to give that money a job, a purpose. One of the most effective strategies is automation. Set up automatic transfers. If you identify that you're spending an extra $5 a day, or $35 a week, or $150 a month on non-essential items, set up an automatic transfer for that exact amount from your checking account to a dedicated savings or investment account the day after you get paid. This is the pay yourself first principle in action. By automating your savings, you remove the decision-making friction and ensure that your money is working for your future before you even have a chance to spend it elsewhere. Let's talk about where to reallocate that money. The options are powerful and can dramatically accelerate your financial journey. First, consider building an emergency fund. If you don't have 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses saved in an easily accessible, high-yield savings account, this should be your top priority. Redirecting your latte factor money here provides a critical safety net, protecting you from unexpected job loss, medical emergencies, or car repairs without having to go into debt. Next, focus on high-interest debt. Credit card debt, personal loans, or even some student loans can carry incredibly high interest rates, essentially eating away at your future wealth. Imagine taking that $150 a month you saved from your latte factors and applying it directly to your highest interest debt. Not only will you pay off the debt faster, but you'll also save a significant amount of money on interest payments, freeing up even more cash flow in the long run. This is a guaranteed return on your money, often far exceeding what you could get from investing. Once your emergency fund is solid and high-interest debt is under control, it's time to supercharge your investments. This is where the magic of compound interest truly shines. Let's revisit that earlier example. $5 a day, or $150 a month, invested consistently for 30 years at an 8% annual return. That's over $200,000. What if you consistently invested $10 a day, or $300 a month? That same 30-year period could see your money grow to over $400,000. These aren't just numbers on a screen. They represent financial freedom, the ability to retire earlier, to pursue passions, or to leave a legacy. You don't need to be a stock market expert to start investing. You can begin with low-cost index funds or ETFs through a Roth IRA or a traditional IRA, or even your employer-sponsored 401k if they offer matching contributions. Even small, consistent contributions can lead to massive wealth accumulation over time, thanks to the power of compounding. The key is consistency and starting early. Beyond these core financial goals, you can also reallocate your latte factor money towards other important objectives. Maybe you're saving for a down payment on a home, a child's education, a dream vacation, or even to start your own business. Whatever your goals, Giving your reallocated money a clear purpose makes the process much more motivating and sustainable. Now let's talk about some practical tips for implementing the Latte Factor philosophy without feeling deprived. Remember, this isn't about austerity, it's about intentionality. One simple strategy is substitution. Love your morning coffee. Instead of buying it from a cafe every day, invest in a good coffee maker and make it at home. The cost per cup will be significantly lower, and you might even enjoy the process more. The same goes for packed lunches instead of daily takeout. These small shifts can free up significant funds without feeling like a major sacrifice. Regularly review your subscriptions. We often sign up for free trials or special offers and then forget about them. Take an hour once a quarter to go through your bank statements and identify all recurring subscriptions. Do you still use that streaming service, that app, that monthly box? If not, cancel it. You might be surprised how many forgotten subscriptions are silently draining your budget. Another powerful technique is the 30-day rule for non-essential purchases. If you're considering buying something relatively expensive but not urgent, make yourself wait 30 days. Often, by the end of that period, the urge to buy has passed, and you realize you didn't need it after all. This gives you time to consider the opportunity cost and whether the purchase truly aligns with your values and goals. Embrace mindful consumption. Before making any purchase, big or small, take a moment to pause. Ask yourself, do I truly need this? Does it bring me joy or value? Is there a cheaper alternative? How does this align with my financial goals? This simple pause can prevent countless impulse buys and help you make more deliberate spending decisions. It's also important to remember that this isn't an all-or-nothing game. You don't have to cut out every single small pleasure. The goal is to identify the unconscious asterisk spending, the money that slips through your fingers without you even noticing or appreciating it. If that daily latte is truly a highlight of your day, and you've already allocated funds to your financial goals, then enjoy it. The point is to be in control, to make choices that serve your financial future, rather than letting your money simply disappear. The Latte Factor is more than just a budgeting tip. It's a mindset shift. It's about taking ownership of your financial choices and recognizing the immense power you hold to shape your future. By understanding the cumulative impact of small decisions, you can transform seemingly insignificant amounts of money into a powerful engine for wealth creation. It's about empowering yourself to build a life where you're not just getting by, but thriving, and where your money is working for you, not against you. So, I challenge you, take an honest look at your spending. Identify your personal latte factors. Give that money a new, powerful job. Imagine the freedom and security you could build simply by making conscious choices today. Your future self will absolutely thank you for it. If you found this video helpful and want more actionable advice on how to take control of your finances, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We're constantly sharing strategies to help you on your journey to financial freedom. And let us know in the comments below, what's your biggest latte factor? What small change are you going to make this week to impact your financial future? We love hearing from you and building this community together. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.